The writing is so good that sometimes you don't even mean to be emotional. And as you say the words, I can think of 3 different scenes where the point was not at all to produce tears. In fact, Janet probably shouldn't. But as the words came out, what if I started crying right now?
This is a demonstration.
Yes, yeah. There were I can't remember one bit in the episode called Janet's where I was saying that I was as Chidi talking to Eleanor, trying to get her to remember herself, and I kept crying, and I was like, what is going on? And I looked back, and both of the writers were crying.
So I promise you I will take some stuff, and I have my eye on a few of things, largely that we saw in the pilot, because that has particular resonance because it's there from the beginning. I want to steal. I think there's going to be a knife fight, though, for who gets the Doug Forsett photo. I've been saying, for the last 4 years, let's not end this. This is so special. I've just now done this long enough to know when you have a cast this special, it is a once in a lifetime cast. So appreciate it and don't quit and just keep going.
And this was the right way to end it, the right time to end it, and we are serving our fans well, I think. And the guest stars are so cool this season. It's perfect. I'm the luckiest person in the world. I can't believe this was my first acting job. I'm basically going to have to retire because nothing is ever going to live up to this. Yeah, my audition was the first time I'd ever acted.
Sure.
So that was terrifying.
Feeling about it was like season 2, and I sort of like to come up with an idea for something like an ending and then not commit to it because I want to allow for the possibility that a better idea will be pitched by someone. So I didn't really fully commit to it. We didn't, as a group, commit to it until we were actually discussing the outline of season 4, at which point it was like, okay, I think we were right. And then it remained pretty close to what I imagined a couple of years ago. Seasons are usually broken into either 2 or 3 chunks, kind of. This one is more 2. This one's sort of 3 pieces. And at least the first parts of the season, I would say, continue that trend. At a certain point in the season, things happen to a degree where it's like, okay, there's no more surprises. We're now in the sort of final, just sort of here's how everybody ends up phase. And from that point on, there aren't enormous, oh my God, twists and turns and stuff. It becomes more of a sort of coda. But for the first, decent, 2/3, 3/4 of the season, yeah, we tried to keep that. That was sort of part of the DNA of the show, was some stuff has to happen that shakes things up all the time. So that is definitely present.